Chicago Blackhawks last year.
Next.
Arizona next.
All right, good pod, guys. See you next Monday.
Blackhawks, 68 points last year, 14th in the conference. They're 250-1 to win the Stanley Cup this year. They're bringing in a new head coach with Luke Richardson, also Max Domi, Andreas Athanasiou, Colin Blackwell, Jack Johnson, and Peter Mrazek. They said bye to Alex DeBrincat, Kirby Dach, Dylan Strome, and Dominic Kubalik. Looks like the Hawks are sucking hard for Bedard after dumping DeBrincat and Dach. But guys, you still can't count on players to tank. Only management can really be counted on for that. So as much as the roster's falling off, guys are still playing for jobs. They're still going to give effort. They got $7.5 million in cap room. They're going to have about $44 million after the season. Kane and Taves both making $10.5 million. That's $21 million that's going to come off. But the big question, where is Pat Kane going to end up? Seems to be the $1 million question. Our buddy Kevin Weeks was quoted erroneously online. Somebody said that he said Kane didn't want to go to Toronto and he only wanted to go to Edmonton, New York, or the Capitals. I texted Weeks. He says, nah, not true. That's a bunch of bullshit. So, Biz, where does Pat Kane end up?
I said Toronto all along. I don't know
what
how.
What about Biz? Let's change it. Sorry. When does he get dealt?
It's going to have to be at the deadline because they're going to have to squeeze him in cap-wise. That's why they offered Sandin 1.4.
I think he's getting dealt before Christmas.
To who?
I've said Buffalo.
Not a chance he's going there.
No, I know. I would have liked to seen it. I'm not even gonna. I have such no clue. I mean, Edmonton would be amazing. I'm not gonna say what I think because I do not even have an opinion on where he's going. But he's going, and I'm guessing it's gonna happen sooner than later, so you can get him most of the season. And imagine the storyline when that guy goes, when he's not a Chicago Blackhawk anymore. That's how pathetic their team is this year, that the entire storyline is when the best player in your franchise's history is going to be leaving.
You look down the list of teams who are contenders, like who even has remotely enough cap room. And I guess you would have to probably have a team that sustains a big injury up front
it'll be a 3-way deal, I'm sure.
Of retaining cap space.
I don't even know if you can do that, but it sounds good to me.
Yeah. You get some space. I mean, I think a lot of people would love to see the New York Rangers get him. I would say of all the teams that maybe make sense, they probably have the most cap room. No, I know that Fox's money comes on the books this season. Grinnell, you're a capologist. Can you look up how much room they have left?
Yeah, give me a sec.
I mean, Buffalo more than any of the teams you mentioned have the room, but I don't really see him wanting to go to a non-cup contender at this point where he could just, if he wants to keep playing, sign there as a free agent next year when they're going to get progressively better and better and better. I could see Kane going back to Buffalo to finish his career 100%. I could see that. I just don't see it happening this year. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, the Rangers only have $1 million cap space heading into the season.
That's enough. I mean, how much Toronto's got nothing. They're right up at the finish there. They might even be over by a little bit.
How the hell is everyone saying he's going to go to Edmonton? They still got to shed 7, you said, didn't you? All right.
Yeah, Edmonton still has the shit. $7.5 million. Merles, you have any suspicions?
Kane's going to have his hands full, and I'm not.
I was going to say Rangers. Rangers would be my guess if he wants to leave there. He wants to be on New York. He's a big shot.
Yeah, well, that's the $1 million question in Chicago. Obviously, we'll be keeping an eye on it.
Wait, I got an interesting team, RA, that I think could sweep in, and that's the Detroit Red Wings. And I say that because they're young. They need to add like a legitimate scorer for Dylan Larkin to play with. They have a ton of cap room. I just think it makes all the sense in the world, to be honest with you.
Wow. And Stevie Y is just going to fucking pack the biggest bowl, sit down with him and convince him to come over.
Couldn't agree more.